going on?
We're live now. Good, good. Yeah, everything's good. How was the day?
Good. Busy.
What'd you get in today? Any IV sedations? Any big cases?
Uh, just the usual implant day.
Which implant day? So you're at Jericho, New Park?
Queens, Flushing.
Flushing. I'm sorry. Flushing's the busy one. Yeah. Are you there with anyone today, or it's just you?
Jordan came in late today. He was actually because he's leaving in August, so he's interviewing at Clear Choice for Florida while they're setting up their office. So he just was observing Clear Choice in Long Island City.
Gotcha. Maybe you could bring us back some info for.
Said it was kind of slow. They said they've seen a dramatic decline over the last year or two.
That's who the people that I've talked to said too. Yeah.
New York in general.
Hmm.
It's not a big market for it, my man. You'll do a lot of implants, but you're not going to do these big cases, which is fine. You don't need to.
What do you think? Starting out, I should be obviously implants and wisdom teeth.
I think your goal at the beginning should be learning to sell regular cases, extraction grafts, getting your feet. I don't know how comfortable you are with doing, immediate implant placements, but that's the key.
Okay.
I tried to do this on my laptop, on my MacBook, but I don't know why I couldn't get it to go to my MacBook. Maybe because it's a different email address?
No, that should work. That should work just fine. Yeah.
Didn't work.
Huh. Which laptop? Mac?
Mac.
No, that should definitely. Okay, that's interesting.
I was able to open it, but I couldn't get.
Are you still out the office or you left?
I'm home.
You're home now. All right. Well, not too bad. How was your birthday? You just had your birthday on Sunday, right? Monday.
The 25th.
25th. So Sunday.
Monday.
Do anything fun for it? Anything special?
I was in Florida, just chilling.
At the condo? One of the condos?
House. I have a house out there.
At the house. Is the boat down there yet, or it's still?
No, the boat's here.
All right. My dad's, well, he's never going to catch up to you with that. He's got one, I think it's like a 300 engine, and he just got a 27-foot, I forget the name of it, Robalo. He got a Robalo.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice fishing boat.
Yeah, he's looking to get out there on it.
Where is he docking? Or he trailers it?
He's got it out in a high and dry in Southold.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. You're on the North Shore, though, you told me.
No, I moved. I'm out actually in Hampton Bays this summer. Yeah. Right by the Shinnecock Canal.
Shinnecock's nice. That's a nice area. So you'll be going over towards the Sag Harbor area. Maybe North Shore.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I got a question for you. When do you work out? Because you're fit. You're definitely fit.
I don't really work out as much as I only work out like once or twice a week.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, I actually want to start don't laugh, but I'm looking to possibly start taking some NA.
Testosterone?
Yeah.
You're going to get on some testosterone, but you're not working out.
But I figured maybe it'll give me energy to maybe start working out.
Probably will.
But there's also this NAD plus, which is not a testosterone. I started doing a little research on it, but it's going to help me with memory loss and just aging. It's supposed to anti-aging.
You're not having memory loss. What do you need
A little bit. As you'll see, as you get a little older, you're going to be like, what? What? You'll forget a few things. It's fucking annoying. It is. It's fucking annoying. But
is it annoying you? Has anyone mentioned anything
around No. But I'll be having a fucking brain fart right now. Yeah. It's right on the tip of your tongue, and you're like, what? And you can't spit it out. I just maybe think it's just I got so much going on all the time. It's just hard for me to focus on one thing.
Well, let's break it down a little bit. What's been something that you're excited?
Did you notice Auerbach's post the other day?
Which one? I've seen a lot going on.
He mentioned me in. He calls me Chavez. I don't know if you noticed that. So we had I'm going to tell you, we had a very nice talk. And
okay, yeah, and how are we looking on the new Manhattan office? What do you think?
We're looking great, man. We're on target time wise. This one's going to be special for me. Always wanted to be in Manhattan. It's been one of those things where I think as growing up in Long Island, it's the prestige of being in Manhattan. I think it's always been in the back of my mind. And I remember when I first graduated from residency, and I was married at the time, and my ex-wife's father was still alive, and I was looking at practices, and one of the practices was in Manhattan, and he was very upset with me that I turned it down. You
Oh,
turned down a Manhattan practice. I said, I'll be there someday, but this was just not it wasn't the right fit. He was
yeah,
so upset. He was like, how do you turn down New York City? But it all worked out. It all worked out. So now, almost 20 years later, we're going to break into Manhattan. And I plan on spending some time there and looking forward to building some relationships there. And then hopefully we'll start sprouting out.
yeah. Because this is going to be your baby in Manhattan, right? It's the
It
first.
is.
It's
It is
new, and you bought the space, but you're building it up within, right?
correct.
That's what I.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. Are you still on pace for July? What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. And
Excellent.
the Lake Success office is basically same time frame. We're moving that from the New Hyde Park space. So we have a lot of all counties got a lot of square footage. I could tell you that
Right.
much. We have a lot of square footage. So it's good. We're in a good spot right now.
Yeah. And how many other practices are there on Long Island? Because now it's all kind of bigger groups, right? You got Leading Edge, All County. You got what is it, Lycoms. Um,
Progressive.
you got Progressive. Yeah, Progressive is very Queens-ish, right? Or is that
No,
New
no,
Jersey?
they're predominantly Long Island actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all Long Island actually.
Progressive is that's a growing one.
Yeah,
But then,
that's a good practice. The Rodney's a good guy, very good guy.
and like, how many other are there after that? I mean, I'm
Then
sure there's
there's a
handful.
group in Suffolk County that has I think 3 locations. But then after that, there's a few single guys here and there. But
Ah, the 3 locations. That's
Suffolk Oral
Phil-
Surgery.
oh, Suffolk Oral Surgery. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought they had. I could be wrong. I thought they had sold to Leading Edge. I know Stony Brook.
maybe I don't even know. Maybe
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. So it's great. It's great to get some feet on the ground in Long Island
yeah.
and build. I'm gonna be in there with you. That's
A lot
exciting.
of
How's the Melville
Long
going?
Island has a lot of potential. A
Hmm.
lot of potential. It's just we've spoken about this before. It's finding doctors that actually want to move to Long Island.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I just hired another doctor for Long Island. Very excited.
Oh, where?
He's gonna be working in our newest location, which we can't disclose at the moment.
Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. So further out, like Suffolk or Nassau?
Yeah, further out east than where my furthest east office is right now.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got
Yep.
new office building from scratch, or you bought it?
No, we're taking somebody over.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
This is the first I'm hearing of this. Great. That's good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
This might actually be a very interesting scenario, so stay tuned.
Oh, oh.
We can talk about this off camera.
Okay. Okay. We'll pause that again. Yeah. I guess I'll pause it at the end.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's go right through.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got 3 days left. I'm looking forward to working with you, Dr. Chaffin.
Yeah, I think you got to come spend some time once you're done.
Hmm.
You know, maybe we can get you meeting some doctors or spend some time and maybe you go out on your own a little bit, just pounding the pavement, as they say.
I'll be pounding the pavement.
Pounding the pavement
Which offices would you say Flushing would be a good office to see you at and see you in action again, or just
anywhere I'm at, you get action.
okay, okay.
I'm action packed, as they say.
How's Bar doing? How's Brandon Bar doing?
He's doing great. He's
Good.
doing great. Very, very happy with our associates. Can't be happier. Um, you know, I wish the Eckers well. Unfortunately, they're moving on. I wouldn't say to bigger and better, but they're moving on. They're moving to Miami to be with family, and I really, really do wish them the best. They have been unbelievable. Um, yeah, I'm gonna miss them both, and I think they will be very successful wherever they go. But they will always have a home here at All County if they ever choose to come back. We'll make room for them. But I think they will be perfectly fine wherever they go.
Have they given an exact date yet? I
Yeah,
didn't hear.
yeah. I think they said like July 20 something ish.
Oh, okay. That's a lot sooner than I thought.
Yeah,
Hmm.
or I'm not 100% sure. Somewhere it's in my calendar somewhere. Um, but it's a tough market down in Florida right now.
Yeah.
Very tough market down there. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe one of them will continue to travel back and forth for a while till their office opens. So we'll see. You know,
They're starting from the bottom up, or they
yeah,
they
they're opening really from ground zero.
wow. Okay. And that's why they wanted the clear choice. I see. Get a little
Mhm.
something on the side.
They just need some, just need some income. And I think also when you go down somewhere and you're looking to open your own practice, and when the market and the economy is tough, and you tell someone that you're opening your own practice, they're not really thrilled to hire you. But maybe the corporate dentistry doesn't care. But I think that it's tough to join a practice part time,
Yeah.
definitely within a certain radius. You know, so like I said, I think they'll be very successful. I think it'll just take some time. It'll be a big change for them. They're coming from a very, very busy group practice, where they're doing extremely well.
Yeah.
They walked into a practice where the phones rang and they made money day one, and now they'll feel the the pain of managing and owning a practice and understanding what it is to
It's true.
pay the bills and manage the overhead and you know
All the above. Yeah.
all the above. But
And they're gonna be doing it together, so at least they have a team, and they're great with the surgery part. No, interesting how that pans out. It's gonna be a new.
yeah, but don't forget that's also two mouths to feed out of one location that's starting from scratch. So
Right.
that's double the amount of work.
Mm,
I think that they will do well. They are both very skilled surgeons. Um, just it'll just be a slow go at the beginning. They'll have to do a lot of marketing, and they'll make it work.
yeah. When I start in Melville, what insurances? I'm gonna take every
Yeah,
insurance.
you'll start with everything, and then once you start building a referral base for yourself, um, you will decide where you want to go from there.
Yeah.
Um, don't forget that Melville eventually will be your office.
Hmm.
I plan on stepping back from Melville once you start getting comfortable,
Okay.
and I want to move west. So, you know, you will be walking into a very, very successful, busy location as well.
That's right.
And, the key is, though, you got to remember, and this goes to all young associates, when you're walking into a practice where the older, let's just say partner,
Hmm.
is 20 plus years older,
Yeah.
you have to start meeting and growing.
I
Oh,
lost you.
no, you hear me? Hello?
There you are. There you are. Yeah, yeah. I just
Sorry
lost
about
you
that.
for a second there.
I was saying that you have to start building a referral base that's your age. You know,
Mm.
um, not that I'm looking to retire anytime soon. I'm 50, just turned 52, and but
I don't know.
some of my referrals are in their 60s, so they're going to be looking to retire soon. I joined this location where my old partners were 20 years older than me,
Hmm.
and some of their cohorts is still practicing. So they're dying off, as we say. So you're going to need to bring in some young blood.
I'm pretty excited about that. I've,
Yeah,
I've already started to game plan and put some pieces in play, like we were talking.
I'm just
I
excited to
met a
watch.
guy.
I'm excited to watch because you come in with all this enthusiasm, right? You spent all this time in residency. You have this amazing following on social media, and it's just going to be fun to watch how you now take it to the next level, going from
In
dental
practice.
school to oral surgery residency, now into the real world. I want to see how that all comes together and how you're going to make it work for you. Going, taking your social media skills,
Hmm.
your surgical skills, and combining the two. And hopefully it works out as successfully as I think it will.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. I
Yeah.
mean, it's gonna be exciting, but we're gonna be doing it together, right? I'm
Yeah.
not over there with our back. I'm over here with you. This is gonna
Of
be
course
great.
you are. You're here for a reason. You're
I'm
here
very
for
excited. I'm very excited. And I really appreciate how easy you are to talk to, because there's gonna be times in especially the first probably 2 years or so. I'm gonna have to give you a call. I don't know how it works, but
I
is that
get
how it
calls.
happens?
Listen, I get calls all the time. We're gonna be in the office together a few days a week. I expect to be going over cases with you that you have questions about treatment planning with,
Yep.
questions about how you would handle a certain situation with maybe staffing, or how
Mm,
you would handle, a billing situation, or
right.
just general life situations. It's not just all about work. Um, I have at least 20 years on you. Life
Yeah.
situations. I know, you're going to look to me as like an older brother. It's going to be,
Right.
interesting. It's an interesting growth pattern. I remember when I first started, I was very, very close with one of my partners, and developed almost like a brotherhood, you
Mm,
know, like a fraternity. Like it was almost like my big brother in a fraternity. And you they take you under your wing. They take the young associate under their wing, and they want that person to grow.
yeah.
Your success only helps my success.
That's right.
So if I don't spend the time to make you successful,
Mm,
then there's no point of hiring associates, right? I want my associates to be happy. I want them to eventually be have some skin in the game here
mm,
and make it able to keep growing. And if you've noticed over the last 4 or 5 years, all of my associates have brought in other associates because they've been so happy here.
right.
So if that continues, that also allows all county to grow, right? Growing meaning not only with the bottom line, but also expansion.
Right.
Allows me to keep opening more spaces. This because if I have doctors calling me every year, 3, 4 doctors that want to join me, it's very
Mm,
easy for me to open more locations.
right. Right.
Because if I have the doctors, that's the hardest part in oral surgery to expand.
Mm,
It's the doctors. Everything else is easy,
mm,
right? For me, it's almost like I'm franchised already. I have the blueprints.
right.
I know I have the contractor. I have the support from all of the vendors. Um, I have great staffing in house right now, and it allows us to bring in other staff. But without the doctor, you can't grow.
Yeah.
And I think for a while, it was hard to get doctors. I don't know. I think I was maybe not big enough.
Hmm.
But I think once we hit a certain level, we became well known, and the associates are very happy, which allows us to grow.
I wonder what was that in the last like
I
10
think
to 12 years?
I would say so. I'm starting this summer will be the start of my 19th year.
Phew.
So I worked. We had when I started, we had 2 locations. One was very small, and the other one was only so we realistically, when I started, only had 5 chairs, 2 in one location and 3 in another.
That's small.
And 19 years later, I think we now have with New York City, we probably have 30 plus chairs.
Whew. All in 19 years. Wow. The three chair was Melville, right?
We had 3 chairs was Flushing and 2 chairs was Melville.
Oh, two. Okay, so you went from two, and now
Two
it's
to two. I have 5 chairs in Melville.
five. Excellent. Okay, okay, good. I like that. That's how we can fit two docs, because you're not going to fit two docs in a
Right.
two chair office
Well, we
space.
used to work 2 doctors in Flushing. We used to work 2 doctors in Flushing with 3 chairs in a small little house.
Oh man, that's not
Dude,
enough.
we pumped that thing out like we used to joke around all the time. It was crazy. We we used to think it was like a deli shop. Next, number 72. Come on down. It was hilarious. And it was a neighborhood practice, and everyone knew this is where you go, and people waited. They didn't care. They would stand outside on the stoop. If it rained, they'd bring an
Wow.
umbrella. They didn't care. It was such a weird time when I first started. And just recently, like with, what was it, a year ago, I finally moved that office. Went
Yeah.
from a 3 chair to an 8 chair office.
Was it a bittersweet goodbye, saying goodbye to the office?
I actually was very happy I left. There's
All right,
there's
all right, all right.
there's an underlying story to that too, but it was finally nice to break away. That was the final piece of the previous conglomerate, previous partnership that really was not such a friendly partnership towards the end. So it was a nice cut. It worked out well.
Okay. Why
Yes.
wasn't it friendly? What happened there?
It just, you know what it is? I think that when you have 2 guys the same age hire a young associate who's way younger,
Hmm.
and that young associate within a year or so is blowing them out of the water as far as collections,
Wow.
and that young guy wants to be more than just the junior associate,
Yeah.
and they really didn't have much of a leg to stand on because they really weren't producing anything anymore,
Right.
and everything was coming to me. It just started getting, contentious.
Hmm.
And the first partner to leave was just such an ass. And he was so bad for the practice because he had
Hmm.
such a poor reputation. And once he left, the practice just started booming again. It was so amazing and so quick to see the difference once he left.
Huh.
Yeah, so crazy.
It
So,
started to open up a little bit. Yeah.
and then when the other one left, I was so nervous because everyone loved him.
Hmm.
And I was so worried that I was going to see such a tremendous dip in collection, but I guess at the end of the day, next man up. The show must go on, and
Show goes on.
it's show goes on, and it's weird. It's weird.
The second partner
Yeah.
that left, he was the one that kind of took you under his wing, right? How
Yes.
long were you
Yeah.
guys together and working together over the
So
years?
uh we were together almost 14 years.
Oh, so this is only 5 years ago
Yeah.
that
He retired 5 years ago.
Okay, that's pretty recent. And since then, I mean, you guys together must have added on practice. Was it just
No,
for
I did
5 years?
all this. I did all this growth within the last 5 or 6 years without him.
Oh my god, how did you do that? 7, 6 to 7, almost 8 offices now. If you're
I went from two to I gained 5 office. I basically picked up an office a year
since then, huh?
since then.
Because 5 years ago now, it's about was it right before COVID?
It
That's
was
when
it
you
was
left.
right before COVID. So when COVID happened, everything just hit the fan.
Yeah.
Everyone quit. The associates, everyone quit. Left me lone man standing. I had a staff of maybe 3 or 4 people that were willing to still work, and I ran around like a maniac. I had three locations at the time,
Hmm.
and so I'm sorry. So that second partner had retired before COVID. so it's a little bit longer.
Okay.
So he retired before COVID, and I had just picked up the new Hyde Park location
Ooh.
about 6 months before COVID, maybe a little bit longer. And I was running 3 offices by myself during COVID. I was working about 13 to 15 hour days, wearing that crazy mask get up. And I was just coming home every night. I was like, oh, I'm dying. That's it. Tonight's the night. And
Did
it
you ever
was
get
crazy.
COVID from that?
No, never got COVID until I decided to have the following year. We had a Christmas party.
Oh, the Christmas party got you.
And Brittany Ecker was like, I don't know if we should have this party yet. Like, come on. So we have the Christmas party. The next day, 30 people wiped out. Wiped out. The entire organization wiped out.
Everyone got it.
Everyone
All of
got it.
us.
I remember I went to the office to answer phones. I was like, hello, this is all. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got COVID. Was that 2020 December or 21 December now? A year.
Well, this happened what? March? COVID was at March, right?
Was that year still, or was
So
it before?
that
Oh,
year,
okay. Okay. You made it 9 months. That's
right?
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And then everyone got it at the same time. Ah. So at the time, the Eckers were on board. Both Eckers
No,
came.
just Brittany.
Oh, where was Jordan?
Brittany had just come on in August.
And Jordan wasn't.
Jordan was 2 years behind her.
Oh, he's 2 years. He was at Mount Sinai, right?
Yeah.
She was Monty.
Yeah, he's dual degree.
Ah, 2 years. Oh man, who's kind of who would you say is more a little more talented? No. That's got to be fun. That's got to be a fun household to be in. They were great. I met them at this year's Christmas party. I thought they were so much fun.
They are.
Ah, that's really too bad.
She's definitely more competitive than he is.
He does seem pretty chill. He seems
He's
really
so
chill.
chill.
You need a chill and then a very outgoing, competitive, friendly competitive in a nice way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. We still haven't gotten that dinner that you promised. We were going to go out for dinner the last year and a half. We've been
We'll,
talking about
we'll
this.
make it happen. We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. You let me know. You let me know time and place, and I'll get a loose out there.
All right.
What do you think of the Knicks this year? I don't want to get too far into
Well,
it.
that's why we got to cut this off pretty soon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you think? What do you really think?
They were not supposed to be here. Let's just throw that out there. They're not supposed to be where they are
True.
this year. They're missing something. They're
I
missing
agree.
something. I don't know. I don't know what they're missing. I think what they're really missing is that 6 man off the bench. They should never have gotten rid of DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
Did you watch him last night? He was on fire last night.
I missed last night, but I saw the first two games, and yeah, I know what you mean. They need that spark. They need that
Yeah,
because Towns is
because
grabbing the boards. You got Brunson dishing, shooting, getting rebounds and steals himself. You need that. You need one more
you
hit.
you got to give them. Listen, the few players coming off the bench are okay. They can hold it down, but there's nobody sparking off the bench.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't know. I think that tonight. I think they're gonna win tonight.
They
I
need to.
think I think they're gonna win tonight. I think they're gonna tie it up, and then they're gonna go back to New York, and they're gonna get blown out in Game 5.
I didn't expect you to say that.
I think they're gonna get blown out in Game 5. It's gonna go to Game 7. This is gonna go. This one's gonna go the distance.
They got to win
That's
tonight.
my call. You heard it here. 7 games, and I think they'll take it in Game 7 at home.
I hope so. I hope so. I saw them after the last. Not
If
the
it
last.
goes to Game 7 at home, I'm going.
Did you go to the one, the first game?
No, I had I didn't. I have that 10 game package, and it's so annoying how they have it set up. It's like a lottery system for the playoff games.
Yeah.
Like my Ranger games, I have a half a season package. I'm guaranteed X tickets per round.
Yeah.
With the 10 game package, you're only eligible to get into this lottery system.
Mm.
And when you get on and look for the tickets, it's like it's a shit show. They virtually, it's just you're better off just going on StubHub or Ticketmaster and getting it. It's the same price. They're not giving you any discount.
So then, yeah, what's
There's
what's
no
the point?
point. There's no point to it.
Lottery
So
system.
yeah, um, I don't know. We'll
What's
see.
this tattoo under there? I never saw this.
I got a tattoo.
I never knew that. What is that?
It's an anchor and a compass.
In case you lose your direction, you can
Yeah, in
find your
case I
way
go overboard.
find your
It's
way
a,
back to the
I
office.
need to know which way is north.
I had no idea you had a tattoo. Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome.
I got another one.
I didn't know that. I had no idea you had tattoos.
Yeah,
Oh, excellent. It's that
not
fraternity
bad
and
for a
fraternity.
Jewish boy.
Do you celebrate? Are you hardcore? Are you
N-
hardcore Jewish? Are
No,
you?
not at
No.
all. Not at all. I was grew up pretty religious. We had a pretty religious household. I guess I was considered conservative, a
Mhm.
conservative Jew growing up. And then had some changes in my family life, and I went in a different direction.
Was that with the divorce when you
No,
when
with my parents' divorce,
parents got
actually, kind of changed my feeling on my childhood, and it kind of screwed with my whole religious background, and everything that I believed in was kind of like torn away from me.
mm,
The guy who instilled things in me was just did things completely opposite after I grew up.
I
So
see.
it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I kind of, not that I wouldn't, yeah, I'm just not really a religious guy. I'm not, and
Mm,
I don't think it's good or bad. You know, people are religious, good for them, you know. Obviously, I will stand up for Israel. That's my heritage, and um, you know, this anti-Semitism that's going on in the world right now is brutal.
it's a lot going on.
Yeah, and it's sad, you know, but it's life. I think it's been here forever, you know, and it's probably never gonna change.
Unfortunately, it's
Yeah,
interesting how it's kind of almost brewing from campuses. Interestingly enough, but
yeah,
that's that'll be a topic for another day, I
yeah.
suppose.
I'm not very into the political thing, so
Yeah, we gotta be careful with that. We
yeah,
gotta definitely gotta be careful with that. But
yeah.
yeah, I'll let you go. Oh, we gotta go because it starts at 8, right?
I probably might have started at 7:30 actually.
Oh shoot! All right, I'll let you go. Let me hit stop because we wanted to chat about the offices and stuff.
Yeah.
Let me hit stop here. I just want to see if I wanted to touch on all the topics. Yeah, so just really quick. I'll be with you 2 days a week in Melville. I'll be able to
Okay.
run things by. We'll be
Yeah.
able to work together. No, that's perfect because that's the mentorship that I've been really dreaming of, and with you specifically and personally. So I'm looking at that, and then Brar is going to be there the other days. I think it's one day I'll be alone.
Well, we're gonna see because if I open up this practice in Bayshore in Babylon,
Mhm.
he wants to work in Babylon, so we'll see. We'll figure it out. Maybe he'll
Okay,
work with this other kid. I don't know. This Doctor Lim from Rhode Island, Nicholas Lim.
I'll have to look him up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is an oral surgery practice in Babylon, Bayshore.